How you doing? All good?
Good. Yourself?
Yeah, all good, all good. We ready?
Yeah, let's go. That kind of red. Are they working here or?
I don't know. I don't come down here very much, to be honest.
That's a green.
Yeah, they're doing something. Volcanic islands tend to be very sort of pointed and they slant very deep into the ocean. So you tend to get very few areas where it's flat and shallow.
Do you know what the status did they clean?
More or less, yeah. Scrape against the boat.
All right.
I'm looking to see, which creatures are moving in and whether much algae is growing, what kind of deposits. This is the first time for me doing something in the Atlantic Ocean, so the results are going to be very, very different to a tropical sea. I love being in the underwater space. As soon as my head goes beneath that line, all the noise of the world just stops. I go into my own space, my own area. I really believe that the seas are going to be some of the first things we lose. In the sea, we still sort of fish without any kind of planning or regulation. Its explorer Jacques Cousteau always said, people protect what they know, what they love. And this is what this project is all about, is by making people fall in love with the sea and fall in love with the underwater environment. They'll be much more willing to, protect it and to cherish it. They're always looking for people, never really actually switch off. So even when I'm out with my girlfriend eating dinner or lunch, then constantly looking out for different characters, different expressions, people from all different walks of life. You see like the gentleman over there who's got a very sort of strong lines in his face, so he's very interesting. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jason.
I'm Jos.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm just asking you today, I'm doing a project in Playa Blanca, building an underwater museum. And you look quite interesting, you have a very interesting face. And I don't know if you'd be interested in participating. So you'll be immortalized.
Okay. Forever.
Forever. It's a little bit like asking a girl out for a date, Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Today I've got a date. See you later. Take care. Just look straight ahead. Your mould on here. In a minute we'll test out different poses. You're going to be added to this vortex of people. We'll be doing it in sections. So at any point, if you don't like the process or you feel uncomfortable with it, we can take it off very, very quickly. So don't worry about anything. It'll all be fine.
Okay.
Obviously, we're going to leave your nose open so you can breathe the whole time through your nose, which is a benefit. You can leave them on the chair here. Okay, just take a seat on there for a sec.
I'm guessing back on the...
Just try lying on your back for now. Let's get rid of this for the moment. Or let's have a look. So you put more of your back down, flat.
Alright.
With both your limbs off.
Like this?
Yeah, like a sort of crucifix type position. Both your legs off the table.
Like that?
Yeah. Me gusta mucho estos. One of the things we do have to do is we have to work really quickly because the model gets very tired, the back can start to hurt, so it's much a race against time as it is about doing the process. Okay, we're going to start. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And we do the body first, and we do the face last. It's like laser surgery, this. Bella, you still there? Mm-hmm. You getting bored? You in pain? Okay, well, we're just going to give it a little bit longer. We've got literally like about a minute. Should be nice and warm now. Normally we go for lunch now, and we'll come back after lunch. And if you want, we'll give you a milkshake through your nose. And what we'll do is we'll lift off the mould. And you've got to try and...
Sorry. Can't feel it though. Freedom! Definitely wouldn't do it if you don't like tight spaces, and kind of a bit worrying at times. Time does definitely slow down in there. I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't say it was fun, but it's nice. Maybe I'll take my kids here and stuff and say this is how I looked when I was 16. But yeah, it's amazing to be a part of it.
So this is your ultimate destiny. Then you're going to make a silicone mould and then pour it with this type of cement, and you'll get added into this sort of vortex of people. And you see, when they're all on top of each other, locked in, then it'll be like the ideal environment for fish and octopus and all sorts of creatures.
That's so cool.
Sculpture traditionally is about sort of celebrating, you know, celebrities or dignitaries, and I really like the idea of just, you know, taking people from all walks of life and immortalizing them, and then, you know, linking them all together. We ultimately are all responsible for the environment. It's not just, you know, one area of society. It's all of us collectively need to address the damages that are happening.
Voilà.
So this is your... It's a little bit sad, you know, we sort of... I'm sorry. Yeah, we create all these works on the studio, and then it's kind of like a little goodbye. We don't see them again. Goodbye to your children, I think. Always. Nick, this one's going... I'm definitely a bit nervous that it will all go well.
Why?
Because there's always so many variables, you know. We're working with the weather. A lot will depend on the conditions of the sea, whether there's much swell, where there's much wind, where the visibility's good, and all these things are outside our control to some degree, so fingers crossed everything goes well. Morning, morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, Charles?
That one.
That one over there, yes, yeah.
Excited.
Yeah. You're actually my favourite out of all of them. I think he's come out the best. It's got the most movement and
Relax.
yeah, it looks chilled out. It's like yeah, it's
You look funny.
so no, today's a big day. All going in the sea.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Which ones go first, man?
The initial plan was yeah, a boat with a crane on it. So we just load them onto the boat and then drop them off the side of the boat. But that boat's no longer available, so this is the other option. This is not my preferred way of doing it because there's much more element of risk, you know. Some parts of it I actually don't watch because it makes me feel bad, so I just try and focus on something else. Vámonos. Tenemos los dos dragas grandes y la idea es poner la primera entre el arbolito y el cactus.
¿Distancia?
Como 3 metros, 4 metros.
No podemos dirigirlo tan preciso, ¿no es?
¿No?
No, una vez que coge velocidad.
Fondeos, emisarios, reflotamientos, hundimientos, barcos, pero no tiene que ver con el arte.
Con la genialidad, no somos genios. Nosotros no somos genios. Podríamos ser geniales, pero no.
No, pero se cambia el manera de preparar.
El chip, no, sí. Claro, está muy bien, muy interesante.
Sí, hay que marcarla y... Hay que marcarla, fondeamos este y venimos a buscarla.
Pero ¿has notado que ha hecho pum?
Sí.
Eso es que... ¡Partió la liga!
¿Cortar las líneas?
Igual la...
Sí,
rozando. Claro, es que las vibraciones son muy... Mucho rato vibrando.
I don't like doing it this way with the floating out, but it was plan B, so I had no choice. Nothing was broken or hurt or anything, so not a failure, but it's definitely disappointing. Inside of a burning mess of fire. You know, building these projects is like trying to build a house on land, but it's like 20 times harder. The communication is very hard, you know, trying to communicate with divers underwater and crane operators. So, yeah, it's very, very stressful. It's the part I least enjoy is the installation part. didn't enjoy the day, and the technique is very, difficult to work with. When I go home and I look at the photographs and I maybe sit down and digest what's happening, then I start to feel pleased. But I'm a little bit of a workaholic, so I'm always thinking tomorrow, right, I've got to make 2 more cars. So being an artist is not like a 9-to-5 job, it's every day, continuously.